Several African countries have emerged as significant economic players with their abundant natural resources and growing population. Despite facing specific challenges, there are concerted efforts in economic diversification, infrastructure development, and institutional reforms. The International Monetary Fund's latest report on Africa's GDP showcases the continent's economic progress and potential. In this video, we are covering the top 10 richest countries in Africa by GDP. Number 10. Tanzania, GDP 79 billion USD. Tanzania is a country endowed with plentiful natural resources and rich arable land, offering extensive prospects for investments and growth. Several factors have contributed to Tanzania's economic boom, including government-led initiatives on industrialization, infrastructure development, and business climate improvement, such as tax incentives. Tanzania is the 10th richest country in Africa with a GDP of 79 billion USD according to the latest IMF report. Number 9. Cote d'Ivoire, GDP 86 billion USD. Cote d'Ivoire, or Ivory Coast, is making a significant economic resurgence following many years of political turmoil. The West African country now boasts of a GDP of 86 billion USD, propelled by strategic investments in infrastructure, agriculture, and manufacturing. Cote d'Ivoire is the biggest producer of cocoa worldwide, producing about 2.2 million tons of cocoa annually. With a large youthful demographic and a growing favorable business climate, Cote d'Ivoire is poised for rapid economic growth. Number 8. Angola, GDP 92 billion USD. Being an oil-rich country, Angola has depended on oil exports to engineer its economy for many years. However, in recent years, the government of Angola has initiated ambitious economic diversification endeavors aimed at mitigating the risk of total dependence on oil exports as a means of growing the economy. These initiatives have led to a growth in the Angolan GDP to 92 billion USD, making it one of the richest countries on the continent. Number 7. Kenya, GDP 104 billion USD. With a GDP of 104 billion USD, Kenya boasts of the second largest economy in the East African region after Ethiopia. Kenya has positioned itself as a pivotal economic center in the region through its dynamic entrepreneurial culture and expanding middle class. Several factors have contributed to Kenya's economic growth, including agriculture, financial services, tourism, and technology. Number 6. Morocco, GDP 152 billion USD. Morocco's economy flourishes across various sectors such as tourism, agriculture, manufacturing, and renewable energy. Morocco's stability and strategic positioning as a crossroad between Africa, Europe, and the Middle East has played a key role in its economic growth. Other factors such as government-led initiatives aimed at promoting entrepreneurship and innovation are propelling the country's global competitiveness and economic growth. Number 5. Ethiopia, GDP 205 billion USD. In its recent economic metamorphosis, Ethiopia has drawn substantial foreign investments in sectors like agriculture, manufacturing, and infrastructure. Looking into the future, Ethiopia's economic growth is expected to reach greater heights as more foreign investments keep streaming in, coupled with the favorable business climate created by the government. Currently, with a GDP of 205 billion USD, Ethiopia has one of the fastest growing economies on the continent. Number 4. Nigeria, GDP 252 billion USD. Often hailed as the giant of Africa, Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa with a population of about 230 million people. Apart from its population, Nigeria is endowed with rich natural resources such as its vast oil reserves. With a current annual GDP of 252 billion USD, Nigeria has the potential to become one of the strongest economies in the world. Number 3. Algeria, GDP 266 billion USD. Algeria's economic growth is primarily fueled by its vast natural resources such as oil and natural gas through hydrocarbon exports. However, just as in Angola, the government has rolled out initiatives aimed at reducing our dependence on oil exports and focusing on diversification to promote sustainable growth across diverse sectors. Number 2. Egypt, GDP 347 billion USD. Egypt has done well in leveraging its strategic geographical location as a bridge between Africa and the Middle East. Egypt is one of the most visited countries in Africa, and its economy is massively boosted by the tourism sector. Lying adjacent to the Nile River, agriculture has also formed the backbone of the Egyptian economy. Other sectors that have contributed to economic growth of Egypt include the manufacturing sector and the ICT industry. Number 1. South Africa, GDP 373 billion USD. And finally, topping the list of the top 10 richest countries in Africa by GDP is South Africa, with an annual GDP of 373 billion USD according to the latest IMF report. South Africa is renowned for its diverse economic profile, solidifying its status as the most industrialized country in Africa. The South African economic landscape is largely shaped by sectors such as mining, manufacturing, agriculture, and financial services. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe as I bring you more information on the African continent, people, and culture.